Hi. As always, your speech was beautifully organized and it had a strong message. I liked the way that you had such focus and structure around a story that was dramatic. So we went from the sharp structure to the flow of the story and back to what did you learn and what can we get out of this speech? And I thought it was pretty interesting that you were able to give us some good advice, even though your project wasn't pleasant and it doesn't sound like it turned out the way you hoped. You asked for suggestions for improvement. You aren't just a smiley kind of person, and it didn't totally go with the story. Your voice in particular was a little too cheerful, in my opinion. There was one point where you said, was it a great experience? And you said it kind of fast and you were kind of half smiling. And what I wanted to hear you say was, well, was it a great experience? And then a pause. No, it sucked. Something like that. In your goals, you put not get too emotional. And I think what you meant is don't let yourself be overwhelmed by your own hurt and disappointment. But I do think you want to take us into the sadness and the frustration that you were feeling, because that's what makes it possible for us to empathize with you and trust that, yes, you do know what we're going through. One of the things that I liked the most was the actual words in your story. You did show that you have walked in my shoes and everybody else's shoes through miserable experiences like this, so that you do understand. You made yourself vulnerable, not the hero, which drives me crazy. So I faced a problem and I did this and everything was perfect, so be like me. But you showed us that, look, this was tough, it was hard, I tried many things, and this was the best I could do, but I survived. And you can too. I really like this speech, and I also think it's worth working on and doing again because it's got a lot of, well, empathy and impact in it. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.